Good evening, YTBC. Thomas, the AustrianPiper here. And finally back with a weekly cigar. Today I'm smoking one of my beloved Alec Bradley Black Market. A really lovely stick, quite strong though. At least strong in my opinion, compared to the other ones I have. And I think there's a mosquito in this room. Anyway, gonna leave the band on. And let's cut it first. Really nice cold draw. Haven't smoked a cigar for quite some time now. And don't get me wrong, I really love smoking my cigars, but I don't have the money to buy that many, sadly. So I'm living off the boxes I bought quite some time ago. Like I said, living off the boxes I bought quite some time ago, which weren't that many. But I think these black markets have been sitting in my humidor for 2 years now. And when I say humidor, I mean, I think it's called a Tupperware, which is basically a Tupperware container. Big, I had a bigger one before, but now it's only about this size. A plastic container where I store all my boxes or all my cigars. I'm enjoying some Ron Pampero Anejo rum with it. In one of my most favorite glasses, the Glencairn. I really love them. I bought 8 of these in a pack, and I use them for pretty much any spirit I want to sip. Doesn't matter if it's a whiskey, which they are normally used for most of the time, a rum like in this case, a cognac, gin, my vodka. The thing is, with these, the retrohale is extremely spicy, and normally you only retrohale a small part of the smoke. If you try to retrohale too much, you get a teary eye like me right now, which normally doesn't happen. But like I said, it has been some time since I smoked my last one. And there I see the mosquito flying. God, I hate these things. Like I said, I'm not used to smoking cigars like this anymore. Since all the other ones in the humidor are milder. For example, the Rocky Patel 20th anniversary, the Punch Coronations, Trinidad. They're all milder, at least in my opinion. And the funny thing is, these were really even stronger in the beginning. Over the time they mellowed out a little bit. I can't tell you any specific information about my cigars. I think they are Nicaraguan or Dominican. Don't really know. I'm not such a information digger as some others out there, and I'm not as knowledgeable as, let's say, Delicia Silva, the Cigar Vixen, or Tim and Bradley. I just enjoy the heck out of them. That's all that matters for me. I know which I like, which I don't. That reminds me, I finally won a giveaway. So before I talk about the giveaway, I want everybody of you, if you haven't already, which I doubt you haven't, but I want everybody of you to check out Sean Panzer's channel. He's a really nice guy from Switzerland, our Swiss connection, as he likes to say. So check him out, guys. If you haven't subbed him, give him a sub, show him some love. Placed second on his 300 sub giveaway, and the prize for the second place were 3 cigars from his humidor. He showed them in a video, but I couldn't clearly see which they were, so I'm kind of getting surprised. I already wrote him in an email, and he said if I have any wishes to change them or something like that, I should let him know, but I'm happy with whatever he sends me. So the surprise is completely up to him. So once again, thank you, Sean. And I really love talking to you. I really enjoy it. We texted a little bit back and forth in German, and it's kinda strange to talk in German with someone about pipe smoking or cigar smoking, since I'm most of the time speaking English, and I'm kinda getting used to it by now. It doesn't feel as strange anymore as it did in the beginning, even though I still miss some vocabularies. Forget some words. He will send the package probably the week after the next week, because then he is back in Austria, in Innsbruck, because of job reasons, and he can just send it with the Austrian postage, which is cheaper and faster. And I don't really mind. If pipe smoking and cigar smoking have taught me one thing, then it's just patience and enjoying the time. It's probably one of the biggest lessons I learned, to just take your time, enjoy it. Whatever comes, can't change it. So might as well make the best out of it. Man, I really love this rum. I got this rum Pampero rum from one of my 2 best friends. He got it for me as a little present in the summer when we had a little gathering. And he just came back from a little trip, I think it was to Italy. And he had seen it in a shop and thought, hey, I know someone that might enjoy it, so let's grab it for him, and I really appreciate it. And I might have to get him back for that. As soon as I have some money to spare, I will get him back for that big time and for everything else he did. He's a genuine nice guy, even though he plays the bad boy sometimes. It sounds really funny. But I think I can count myself lucky with the two best friends I have. And that made me think I don't need 10, 100 people as friends. You only just need a few selected ones that will stay by your side no matter what. So I'm really grateful for them. And they know they can count on me, whatever it takes. I think that's important in a friendship. Still no news on my estate Meerschaum I was looking out to buy. The lady hasn't texted me back yet. I don't have a great feeling about it, but what can one do? Might send her another mail. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mentioned it in my last video, I think it was Chit Chat number 7. Don't know how I came up with the name for this series, where I just talk about random topics. But it happened to be Chit Chat, so might as well roll with it. Some tobacco leaf. I really hate it when I get tobacco leaves in my mouth. Doesn't matter if it's from my cigar or from the pipe. If you feel it and you take a dry puff of it, you get this nasty tobacco leaf dust in your mouth. Ugh. Really don't like it, but I think no one else does. Went out today, bought some new tires, or bought the winter tires I talked about last time as well, and $280 still hurt a lot. So now I have to wait on my uncle so that we can mount them. I still have them lying around in the back of my car. The guys didn't have any time back at the shop where I bought them. I would have to wait till the end of the week, which I didn't want to. So we will probably mount it tomorrow in the evening, or we'll try to mount them. Since I have aluminium, what's the name for it? Not the tires, but can't remember the name for it right off my head, but you probably know what I mean. He's not used to. I normally does only steel wheels and not aluminium, so he'll try it. But it's not really a problem in my opinion. It's just that he said he has never done it. Or normally doesn't do it. So guys, back to cigar topic. I want to know if you smoke cigars, And I think I noticed something, that most people that smoke pipes will also smoke cigars, but not vice versa. Many cigar smokers do not smoke pipes, for whatever reason. So tell me, do you smoke cigars? And if you do, which cigars are your favorite? I'm not limiting to one favorite, since I know tastes can change and sometimes you prefer a stronger cigar, like this Black Market, or a milder cigar, Rocky Patel 20th anniversary. Some in between, which are my Trinidad's, for example. So let's say a top 3 cigars for you. I'd really like to know that. And I must say, normally when I buy cigars, I often buy a whole box of them. Unless I have, at least if I have the money for them. Rocky Patel 20th anniversary. These Black Markets, the Trinidad's, Punch cigars. All of them I bought in boxes. And then I bought a sample as well with different Cuban cigars in them, which was a Cohiba, a Vegas Robina, of course, the classic Romeo Gillette, and many others. I think there were 7 different cigars in it, including Partagas Series D number 6, was it? Which was a really great smoke. I hopefully can get my hands on some more of them. But I think it's not difficult to get my hands on them, since there are more shops that sell cigars than that sell pipes, tobacco. Pipe tobacco is more of a rarity here. And there's a large humidor a few kilometers away from here, near the Czech Republic, or pretty much on the border. It's called Excalibur City. They're supposed to have a really big humidor with many different cigars in it, including some Boliviar, which I think I might pick up. You know, guys, the thing I'm most afraid of when I'm sitting here smoking my cigar and filming a video, since I'm filming with my phone, the thing I'm most afraid of is someone starting a live stream at exactly that moment, and I start filming and I miss it. For example, Zach, the AustrianPiper, started a live stream a few hours back. It was 6 p.m. here, which was really surprising to have a live stream this early. But I think now it's about time for Simon. London is calling. That's normally his time spot at around 11-12 p.m. He starts his live streams normally. So I hopefully can hop in on one of those, if he does one. But chances are high. And Jeff the chef. I still haven't got my hands on Tyrolean. And for those guys that don't know what I'm talking about, Jeff the chef posted a video not so long ago about Tyrolean Tuesday, or how it's called in Austria, Gesteckpfeife. Since he doesn't have a corn cob pipe, Can't speak right now. He doesn't have a corn cob. He smokes his Tyrolean on Tuesday. And I think there are only 2 people right now in YTPC that smoke their Tyroleans on Tuesday regularly. And he wants to make that a thing. For those that don't want to join the mainstream with their cobs. And I think my grandmother might have one hanging somewhere on the wall. I think I've seen one at least. So I might have to persuade her to gift it to me. Maybe as a little Christmas gift. It would be really awesome. But other than that, I've looked online, but it's not that easy to find one that's in great condition and that has a motive I enjoy. Yeah, finding one in great condition isn't that easy. And if you find one that you enjoy, you might have to replace the cork inside of it, since the Tyrolean consists of different parts. I might have to put down my cigar for a moment. You have the bowl, then I don't know how to call it, a little tank down below where you put the bowl inside and it seals around it, usually or traditionally with a cork. You have a little bowl that holds the condense or the water, part of the stem, and here's oftentimes the difference. Either the stem and the bowl and the tank are one piece, or there are often times where I can change out the stem for different types of, so whatever you prefer, and there's the mouthpiece as well. So you often find pieces of a pipe, for example just the bowl, just the tank and the stem, sometimes just the mouthpiece for whatever reason. And finding one that fits your tastes isn't that easy, at least not for me, since I'm kind of picky about my pipes. Swishing around it in the mouth a little bit. Don't know if you heard it, but you probably did, since the mic is just right below my mouth. I kind of remember I forgot something. I usually eat some dark chocolate with it as well when I smoke my cigar. 60 or 70% dark chocolate. Most of the time it matches really well and complements the cigar. If you have never tried it, give it a try. It also keeps the blood sugar levels high, so you don't get nicotine poisoning. Already had that one time. It wasn't funny. But that was due to the fact that I smoked, I think, 2 bowls of pipe tobacco and 2 cigars in a row. It wasn't the best idea I had, especially since I was just a beginner. You learn from failures. That's all I can say. And don't get discouraged from falling. Stand back up, try it again, or or try a different approach. I will probably end this video soon. I'm already recording 25 minutes. And editing a 4K video recorded on my phone takes some time, way more time than with my DSLR, since it's only 1080p. I'm sorry. I don't know if you notice the difference on YouTube, if I record it with my phone in 4K or 1080p with my DSLR. In some aspects I think the DSLR has still a better quality, especially in low light. But recording with my phone has some merits as well, especially if I want to show you something like the cigar. It focuses way faster and everything is in focus, not like with my DSLR, where it only focuses on one point and everything else is blurry. And the autofocus on my Canon 650D isn't really fast. I use a pretty good lens. It's a Sigma 18-35 f1.8. I think it was f1.8, yeah. Which isn't a telescopic lens. And it has really good quality. Can't complain about that. It's basically, I think some guys on YouTube call it a YouTuber lens, since a heck of a lot of people use it on their cameras. But it's only usable, or really, it's intended for crop sensors, which my 650D is. And if you use it with a full frame sensor, you have a black circle around the center of the video. Not optimal, but in certain use cases it can give it a specific flare which you might be looking for. We are closing in on 30 minutes. I will continue to smoke my cigar. Probably will catch up on Delicia's videos, the Cigar Vixen. She posted a few videos a few days ago. I will try to catch up on those, since I usually watch them when I smoke my cigars. Might see a theme there. So I hope everybody had a great start in the week, had a great weekend, has some nice plans for the week ahead of them. So take care everybody and see you later. Bye.